of mama's boys. I'd like to hear your thoughts on it because a lot of women complain the fact that their men are mama's boys. You know, they want their mother around them. Every decision on the home is best verified by mommy. Mommy then decides what we do, or every little secret between us, mommy gets to hear. You know, so they are so close and attached to their mothers. As a man, how would you help us understand how best to manage men like that?
They're mama's boy.
All right, now, there are two ways to this.
Okay.
Some people are not actually mama's boys, but the women by nature are jealous.
Oh, really? Okay.
So they feel the guy married me and is still giving more attention to the mother.
Okay.
Then some people are really mama's boys because by nature they are not matured. Even when their age is on the high side.
So they are not husband material?
No, they are husband material, but they should get a lady that's compatible with them. You know, the problem here is not who you are, but the compatibility with your, partner. And that's why I keep saying.
Mama's boy, get somebody who can also do, hey, mommy.
Some ladies come into the family and they become mama's girl more than the boy.
Exactly. So I'd like us to get.
And the boy will now be like, this girl wants to even take my mother from me.
Exactly.
So,
I'd like us to get to the tough
it's
conversations. Just a year on the show, I met a lady who was married to a proper mama's boy. So mama comes and tells her jump, and she's not jumping high enough. Boy, slap your wife. That's the kind of situation.
That's
a proper mama's boy. So he puts that thing for me in perspective.
Yes.
Is he a mama's boy or mama? Mama now is the manipulative witch in the house who would not let the boy breathe, who would not let them grow, who doesn't want him to progress, who's never that mama who believes her boy is mature enough to go, who wants to live in his life after living hers.
Good. That's why I said maturity. Marriage is not for the boys. Marriage is for the men. So you have to be matured. So if you want to marry an immature guy, you should be able to understand the consequences. And you will ask yourself, can I take this? Then if you can, then fine. That means you live with it. You can practically live with anything, applying wisdom. But you should know what you're going into. If you don't know what you're going into, then you are not matured yourself.
So you must say, if you're marrying an immature man who is a mama's boy, accept that that's who he is.
Before
Don't start
going
complaining before going in.
Good.
If you want him.
Yes, then be a mama's girl to fit in.
Yes, ma'am.
So that the woman will not have two children.
I like that.
I'm
But
not
if she's
saying
not
good.
adoptive of you, if she's not accommodating you.
If you don't like it, don't go in. That's the issue here.
Okay, so
You
for
see,
me-
this issue, sorry. A lot of people make this mistake. He would change when he marries me. I would change him. That is wrong. What if he doesn't?
Never.
Then for life, you're entrapped. So there's what I call irreducible minimum. When you want to go into marriage, it's not dating. Define what is your irreducible minimum. If this thing goes below this, I can't take it. And if the guy is below or the lady is below that level,
Don't take it.
then don't go in.
I love that.
But
Irreducible minimum.
Yes,
Okay.
but if it is above your irreducible minimum, it means, yes, I can bear this. I can handle this.
I want to ask a question on, like, if I'm a parent now and my child is about to get married to a particular person, and we know how young people who are in love can be.
Yeah, very
Sometimes
well.
they do not see any flaws. They're just happy to be with this person. What are some of the signs that I could teach my child going into a union like that to look out for that may be a problem in future? Like, what are the things to show me that this is a mama's boy and this may be a problem, and then maybe show her how to handle this?
If a guy does something and he doesn't know the reason why he should do it, he's immature. Yeah. So when I come to you and you do something, I want to ask you why did you do it? And if you tell me, no, this guy asked me to do it. This lady asked me to do
Well,
it.
that's how somebody did it. Or, you know, you're not...
Needs to take responsibility.
Don't take responsibility.
Good.
Like a 6-year-old.
But if you tell me, this is why I did it, even when you're wrong, I'll
So
take
the
it.
man has conviction
Good.
of what he's done.
His own
Good.
man.
So No mama can tell a guy who does something and knows why he does it, because he will ask the mother why.
Yeah, yeah.
So if you ask me to slap my wife, I will ask you why.
Why?
So it's very important that we get the distinction properly, because I felt I was getting married to a mama's boy because my husband was very respectful of his mother. He loved her so much. At that time, you know, there's nothing he wants to do that he doesn't run by his mother. So when I got into the picture, I felt, this one that is mommy, mommy is everything, mommy is the world, mommy is this, mommy is that. Are you sure he's not? But then a few things happened and he was able to take a stand and say, no, this is what I want. Mommy, this is how I want it. So even when he came to me, and then I said, okay, he's not a mama's boy, he listens to me. And then I had another issue where the mother in question felt I had come to displace her of her position. You know, it was a long battle, but then he made her realize that you are my mom, I love you, but this is my wife. This is my number one priority now. So at what point can you've already given us some ways that we can differentiate a mama's boy and just a boy who is respectful of his parents?
What I've also learned is that mama's boys are not all that bad. If you can choose to accept it. Because he's saying there's a woman for every man. So if a woman is a man, is a mama's boy. And you are a woman that you are willing to go and wash grandma's clothes. Go and cook for grandma. Sit down, you'll be all right. Because mama's boy too will marry now.
But the effect of mama's boy is not just...
You have accepted the effect.
Some people don't want to accept it. So how can they tell the difference?
Sometimes you may accept, do you understand, a mama's boy on the face of it. But there are some things that goes down. So you have bigger issues, smaller issues, like go and hang out in mama's house, ask her about, you know...
Manipulative mothers are mothers who, on the face of it, they're angels. They are mothers, and some of them, most of them have given their lives for their children. So the child, of course, is indebted. He's wondering why this girl walks in from nowhere and feels entitled to him. And the woman knows that. She uses it as a power. And in that marriage, whether or not the girl is a perfect girl who's trying to win her love, she manipulates the son. So we'll talk about men who are men and they're trying to lord it as a man, even over their mother, but they're being manipulated and they can't even see it. And a helpless woman who is in that situation, drawing at straws, trying to find life. How do you get mama to change? How do you win husband? They're just torn in between, confused.
You know, when we started this, I told you that the greatest power in a woman is that manipulative power.
Emotional, psychological.
You know, wives do it, mothers do it.
Everybody does it.
And that's what I'm saying. So if you are a guy, you have to maintain an equilibrium. You have to maintain a balance. Yes, you have to render unto Caesar the things that are Caesar's, and unto God the things that are God's. Your mother will always want to. Your wife will always want to. Then your mother is what she is to you, and your wife is what she is to you. When both of them know that this guy is on his own, they try to be real.
Yeah, that's what happened.
You know, so, but when they know that this guy is unfairly tilting to one side, you know what? You can be compassionate, but let it be without sentimentality. When you start becoming sentimental, you get into problems. When a woman cries and it's only her tears you consider before taking a decision, that's been sentimental. And she understands it that what comes to us, I'll give my tears. But when you're compassionate, she knows that if you're crying and he is cuddling you, it's not because he's going to do what you are saying. But he wants you to stop crying. So you know that even after this crying, the right thing will still be done. So it's good to be compassionate, but let it be without sentimentality.
That you as a man have that equilibrium. You are your own person. And they cannot manipulate you.
Now you can catch up with your favorite programs on TVC. Log on to www.youtube.com/TVC Entertainment. Join the fun.